Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here with Wakefield, where we find ourselves no longer in a playoff race, but now instead fully inside of a title race here with Sheffield Wednesday, in which they have completely bottled it. They went from losing one game for half a season to losing 4 in the last 3 months. They now sit only first with the game more played than us. Only 1 point ahead of us. Even if we draw, we go top of the table based off of just goal difference. Obviously, we want to win. We didn't want to win the league. That wasn't really in our eyes to do so, but we are fully in there now. We are pretty much solidified into a top six position anyway. So even if we absolutely bottle the hell out of this, we will be in the playoffs for sure. So that's perfectly fine. That's something to follow on if everything goes completely wrong. As far as the board objectives, we are obviously second in the league. We have 7 clean sheets in the league, so we're going to actually focus on that with 8 games left. We need 3 of those to be clean sheets. We have 8 out of 11 position scores. We just need a left back, a center back, and a right back to score. Hoffman is the top goal scorer with 33, and in fact, Hoffman's about to break the League One goal record, which was 35 back in, I think it was like 01 or 02, something like that, somewhere around there. We still haven't won Manager Month despite having a whole month, last month, as you can see on the screen, in which we did not lose a single game in the league. The only game we lost was the FA Cup against Premier League side team Tottenham Hotspur. We beat Wisconsin, we beat Portsmouth, we beat Peterborough, we beat Rotherham, we beat Colchester, and somehow we have not yet won the league or won the Manager of the Month at all, which is interesting. So we will go for it this month. Hopefully, try and not lose any game in this month. In fact, if we don't lose any game this month, I'm all but sure that we are going to be the year title winners. We do have a game against Sheffield Wednesday, so if things go wrong, it could go down to the final game day of the season, and we are going to kick it off with a simulation here against Oxford United, and it's a 3-1 win. Laird getting a brace. Hoffman should have had a brace, but he missed a penalty in the 52nd, so it's a 3-1 win. Scouting report for the season. In Germany let me down. Our scouts have been absolutely awful. I can't wait to get to the championship, to where we have 4-star 4 stars, because these have all been like just terrible. Like awful. Now 90% of y'all are watching this video are not subscribed, so go ahead and drop a subscription and like the video. And we are currently top of the table with that win against Oxford United. Sheffield Wednesday go ahead and lose another game, so not only do they not keep up with us, they are falling behind. And in fact, if they keep bottling it, they could find themselves inside the playoffs, and maybe like a Portsmouth getting into the top 2. But right now, as long as we don't lose any games, we will be your League One title winners. And in fact, we can extend our lead gap to 5 points when we win this game in hand. So we will go ahead and quick sim this game against Bradford City, which I'm going to play the last 4 games of the season. It's a 1-1 draw. Hoffman and Stockton scoring. Bristol Rovers at home at Wakefield Stadium. It's a 3-0 win. That is another clean sheet for Evans. He's now up to 8 out of 10. We just need 2 more out of these last 5 games. It should be possible. It should be possible. Last game we sim of the season. It's against Shrewsbury away from home. I have a feeling we're going to lose this. Nope, it's a 2-0 win. Laird and Hoffman, they seem to be the ones that only score when we simulate. But that's now 9 out of 10 clean sheets for Evans. And I just realized I should really be playing these games to try and get our left back and defenders to score. But we will play these last 4 games of the season. Sheffield United, they want Noah Collier. I'm not interested in selling anybody until we get to the transfer window in the summer. Now, if we win this game, we would have won almost every single game, only drawing to Bradford City. Pretty dominantly as well, 3-0, 2-0, 3-1, a 1-1 draw, but that's about it. Now, it's not our hardest schedule, so I could see them not giving it to us. In Coventry City, at home here. Out wide for Evans. Can he find Parker? No, he's going to take this himself. Evans Crossed in now for Parker. That time, it's a goal for Parker. And Wakefield take the lead. It's 1-0. Gormley now out wide for Reynolds. Can't find him. And now Gormley has a gap. And Petit closes the gap. And Petit gives the ball away. And Evans can't save that one. It's a beautiful goal from Coventry. And clean sheet is gone. So is our lead. Petit clears. And it's going to be a 1-1 draw here at home against Coventry. Our passing in the last 20 minutes have been absolutely abysmal. Sheffield Wednesday go ahead and lose another game in the league, which now, if we win our game, we are all but confirmed to be title winners, as they can only get to 93 points, and they have a 20 worse goal difference than us. They would have to hope we have to literally lose all 3 of our games, including the one against themselves. The good thing is, it doesn't look like they will. Actually, they can't get. No, they cannot get down into the playoffs. They are going to get automatic promotion, which is probably fine for them, but they were top of the table. They were top of the table by like 16 or 17 points, some crazy number like that. I should go change this because I need more players in the box. Let's get into our last 3 games of the season. In which we win this game, we are pretty much League One champions. Fisher heads it. It'll fall to Hoffman. Reynolds is making a run over the top, and there he is in behind. And Reynolds on the score sheet. Wakefield up 1-0. Hoffman make the run. Hoffman make the run. He is in the run. He's running in behind now. And Hoffman to add on to the tally, add on to the record. It's 2-0 here in the first half. Wakefield might have just pushed our hands onto the title. Laird plays a beautiful ball in for Hoffman in behind. Hoffman to make it 3-0 here against Lincoln City. And Wakefield are your League One champions. We have just won the league somehow, some way. We win the league. We will be playing championship football next season. We're going to hold it up, find back to Hawkins. Hawkins in behind. Hawkins scores to make it 4, and that is right back done. It's a little bit cheaty, but I don't care. Hawkins on the score sheet. He gets the job done. 4-0 thrashing now. I'm hoping we won't get the title win, right? We won't get the trophy lift into the end of the actual season or into the last home game. But we are your League One champions after a 4-0 win here against Lincoln City. Wakefield are your League One champions. I'm going to play it out because it's looking like they might actually give them the trophy now. I really hope not, but it's looking real likely. They just said we will receive our trophy at the next home game. So, I'm thinking, and with 2 games left to go, Hoffman has for sure wrapped up, obviously, I mean, he wrapped it up a long time ago. He actually wrapped it up in episode 14 at the end of it, technically, because unless they score 4 goals in 2 games, Hanlon can't even catch them when they scored 26. We are obviously League One champions. We're actually going to lift the trophy now in our next home game. Hoffman, a 1 goal away from 40 goals in the League One season. Without him, we would not even be there. In fact, 40 goals, we would be at 56 goals, 47 goal difference. We would be absolutely probably not even in a playoff race. But thanks to him, we're now only 4 goals off a 100-goal season here with Wakefield in League One. Our first season in League One. Let's go ahead and get into it. Home here at Plymouth Argyle. Lift the trophy. I'm going to heavily focus on Young getting on the score sheet as well as Gormley. I'm also going to focus on Hoffman getting a goal and us getting 100 goals in the season, which we just need 2 per game. Plymouth Argyle at home. We will lift the trophy at the end of the 90 minutes. Now in the box, Parker. What is that awful pass? A 0-0 draw here at home against Plymouth Argyle, but nonetheless, we will lift that trophy after winning League One here. A weird season in which we kind of were in a playoff race, then in a top 2 race for automatic promotion, and now somehow finding ourselves top of the table, winning the entire league somehow, some way. We get the job done. And Jansen will lift the league trophy.
And now for the trophy lift itself. The cup winners.
We are your League One champions with technically 2 games in hand, but now only 1 here against the people who bottled it, Sheffield Wednesday, to end the season off. Hoffman not on the score sheet yet. He needs 1 more goal to hit the 40-goal mark, and we need 4 goals to hit that 100-goal mark. Doubt that will happen, but we get the league done. We celebrate as League One champions. We will be playing championship football in the near months. It's going to be a big transfer window coming up, selling some players, bringing in some more players, finding more players in our youth academy. Great off-season here for the boys here at Wakefield.
Well, this photo will be hanging up in the study for you.
In talking about youth academy players, we have Jan Jansen, who is wanting to get called up. 62 overall at the moment, potential of 83 to 89. Honestly, looking at him, I might just sell next season, but he will come in at the end of the season. He won't get on the game sheet at all. We're just bringing him in, and to be honest, he might really get sold next season because looking at him, he doesn't look that great. I can't lie. But he will be promoted. Now, these other players will probably be promoted as well. I'm going to look to wait for them to be promoted next season just because. But Jansen definitely won't get on the game sheet here. We have 1 game left to go against a team that absolutely bottled the hell out of the league. They went from 1 loss in 26 games to 7 losses in the last couple months. In fact, they went back-to-back. They almost won nearly 3 in a row losses. We are 96 goals for, 47 against, 4 goals. We need a 4-goal win here. In fact, do we need clean sheets? I think we're good for clean sheets, right? Because that was a clean sheet last game. Evans, you have 11 in League One, so you got clean sheets done before. So we are done there. The only objective that we can really go for is these 2 players now, our left back and center back scoring. But we'll focus on that in the second half, to be honest. I'm going to try my hardest to get some corners. Doubt we can win Manager of the Month. Hoffman, he's obviously top goal scorer of the league. 1 goal for him to hit that 40-goal mark just as a personal trait.
We couldn't really ask for more.
Gormley, Petit, Jansen, Fisher. Fisher will lay it off for Parker. Parker, first time finish! And Parker gets on the score sheet, and it's 1-0 for Wakefield. Only 3 more to go for the 100-goal mark.
So far, unless they can show more
Evans
in that top
into
Jansen.
He'll find Fisher. Fisher in for Hoffman. Hoffman tackled. Hoffman fouled. We play on though, and Hoffman's gonna have a crack from distance. That's blocked. Jansen second ball in for Hoffman. He turns. He shoots. He scores. That's 40 goals for Hoffman. He's the top goal scorer of the league. He easily breaks the record of 36 or 35, whatever it was. And Hoffman has 40 goals in only League One play. How many goals does he have in FA Cup in the run that we kind of made, as well as the Carabao Cup that we maybe made a little bit of a run?
And a 2-0 advantage here.
40 goals in 46 matches is absolutely insane. And he's still only 19 or 18. He's still ridiculously young. And that's halftime. 2-0 at the break here. Only 2 more goals to go for the 100-goal mark of the season. That's what we'll focus on heavily here now. I'm not going to focus on Young or Gormley scoring because honestly I don't really care. Young, a beautiful ball into Hoffman, into space. Hoffman now. Hoffman gets the shot off. Hoffman makes it 3-0 here. It's a brace for Hoffman on final game day. Young with the assist. Reynolds now. Reynolds, fake shot on his left foot. Reynolds scores the fourth, and that's 100 goals in one season here in League One. That's absolutely insane. And Hoffman's pretty much scored nearly half of them. So nearly half of them. Reynolds, who came back on loan in the middle of months in January, kind of took over Rowan McGovern's spot. McGovern now unhappy at the club. We'll look to offload him next season, probably forcefully. Romardo, there's a clean sheet gone. Potter scores. How does the team fall apart? I know 2 players out of position is insane, but it shouldn't fall apart like that. Gormley, massive touch. Gormley looking to win the ball back, can't do so. Reynolds to whipping across. Fisher to put the header in, no. It'll fall to Young, no. Can we at least get Young on the score sheet? No, that's blocked by a defender. Bertrand can technically get on the score sheet as well, another defender, but it doesn't matter. A 4-1 win here against the league bottlers in Sheffield Wednesday. We are your league champions for the 15th time of me saying it, but we win 4-1. We score 100 goals in one season. That's absolutely insane. We will be playing championship football next season. Let's go ahead and do a season wrap-up. Evans Clark loan to buy deal goes through. 430K for him. We will be seeing you later, mate. You are definitely not even going to cut it for next season for sure. His player value is 850K, so maybe he jumped up a little bit this season, but nonetheless, he is gone. And now to do a season wrap up, we actually almost get 100 points as well. One win away from a 100-point season as well. That would have been awesome, but that doesn't happen. However, we finished first in the league and first in our first season in League One. That's absolutely incredible to see that as well. Plymouth Argyle, Coventry, Barnsley, Portsmouth are in the playoff. Sheffield Wednesday get the luxury of still being automatically promoted, now on 9 losses and only going up by 2 points against Portsmouth. We score 100 goals in the season, only allow 48. Going back down to League 2, it's Forest Green, Northampton, Shrewsbury, and Colchester. FA Cup champions, I'm assuming it's Tottenham, yes, because they had a very easy run. They went on penalties against Sunderland. They did wrap up. So, in fact, it's us, Sheffield Wednesday, and Coventry City all going up. They beat Portsmouth 2-0 in the final. So, Coventry City, who had a decent season, finishing 5th in the league. Champions League winners are Real Madrid. They beat 2-0 against Juventus. Celtic win on penalties against PSV in the Europa League. And Manchester United win the Europa Conference League. Hoffman is your club top goal scorer and league top goal scorer as well, with 41 games and 46 matches. He's played every single league game there was to play this season, and he nearly almost scored in every single one of them. 48 goals on total on the season. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, that will actually put him up to 100 goals for us in his career. 48, because he scored 52 in our last 2 seasons. 48, that is 100 goals in his lifetime here at Wakefield and for this career mode series in total. That's actually incredible. He's up to 81 at 20 years old. Our other top goal scorer is Laird, who's kind of had a break-off season in the second half of the season. Fisher did decent. Rowe did decent. Reynolds came back, scoring 4 goals in 16 games. He's growing. He'll be useful still for sure next season. Loanees, obviously Frazier. I might institute him next season. Maybe. We'll see. Parker will definitely be coming back into the team, and he'll be fighting for his starting spot. Other Parker might be bought or sold out. McGee might be sold out. Pearson, 20 years old at 74, he might be sold out as well. That is pretty much all I have for this season. Did we end up winning any manager of the month? I doubt we did. And in fact, we did not. So we go ahead and fail that objective. And actually, let me go do these other board objectives real quickly. Let me actually finish them. We finished first in the league. We have gotten 10. We technically got 11 out of clean sheets. We only have 9 that out of the 11 that scored. Hoffman scored 41 goals in the league. and then we have not won Manager of the Month. So we only failed 2 challenges this season, which is absolutely kind of insane after last season where we finished, nearly all of them. And the ones that get away from us are the ones from last season, the 11 goals out of every player in the Manager of the Month. I think that might be broken, I can't lie. But that's going to wrap it up for me here for this season. Next season, new kits, a new stadium step up, better scouts, 4-star scouts for sure. I'm not going to settle for less. I will see y'all there. Leave a like and subscribe, and peace out.